got up onto these ledges and I couldn't make sense of the tracks. They were going every which way, and there's old tracks, fresh tracks. Very fortunate. Couldn't be happier. We are headed in. I don't believe there's been another deer hunter in here. So, maybe there's no deer in here, but we're gonna go give it a whirl. Well, hiked about 2 miles up in. There's obviously somebody that's been in here. Somebody knows about this buck as well. There's no boot track around. But I'm headed right for where the sign was last year. See if it's there, see if it's not there. And the wind's coming out of the south. So I'm going from the north to the south. Keep it in my face. I'm just gonna run the top of this ridge and see if I can't pick something up. There's not a lot of deer in here. There's definitely some, but there's not a lot. I'm hoping that maybe there's something good. We'll see. Hiked up into this area. I found all this buck sign in last year, and there's at least 3 moose running around in here as well. And I cut one moose track back here just a little ways, and I thought it was a calf track with it, and it's not a calf track. It's a big buck track. You can see the moose right here, and you can see that bigger buck down there. It looked way bigger, and here, I mean, it's still pretty good. You can see it's the same area that I found that big sign in last year, and I'm pretty certain I saw the buck up on top of that knob. It happened so quick last year, I couldn't tell. But I just wanted to check out the saddle real quick, see what kind of sign was in here. There's a huge community scrape up top of this. I just wanted to check it out. That buck track fed up on that hillside and then it's going up over. It's 2 days old, but he's obviously here somewhere, so I'm gonna cut up and try and stay above him. I'm not gonna just get on the track and go, because he's 2 days old. He's somewhere. He's not right there, I can tell you that. So just gonna check it out real quick and then make my way across the ridge. But he's a smoker. Coyote tracks in here like you wouldn't believe. I don't know why. There's 0 ounce of small game in here. Not many deer tracks in here. There's that big one. He's around. Old. You can see this old buck track. This one's, it's going back up. It's that big one, but it's older. It's big. Look at the stance on that thing. That's going uphill. Well, I just come on to where he bedded. I'm still just backtracking him is all. I'm walking the opposite way on his track, but his fresher track was down there. He's been in here. You can see where he came up through right here, bedded down. You see his dorsal glands are all stained up. He goes out through here, he turns, and he goes up over the hill onto private, or down over the mountain onto private. He's got a wicked track. And he's got good stagger. He looks long, but his bed isn't that big. But his track, he's got a wicked track on him. Good stagger to him. But there's oaks out onto this knob. And I only know that because that's where I think I jumped the same buck last year. It's pretty wide open up on top. I'm just going to work my way that way. See if I can't cut his fresher track coming across. I mean, it's 2 days old, but we'll see. Came onto another buck track. Went a long ways without seeing anything. And all of a sudden just came into a pocket of deer. And it's not a big track. I'd say maybe 140, 150 pound track. But his toes are all rounded right out. Which tells me it's probably an older deer. He's rutting. He's in here chasing doe. He's seen a couple different places where just stopping and peeing on him, on his hocks, and stopping and peeing on his hocks, and peeing while he's walking. There's quite a bit of tracks in here. I just went through a pile of laurel, as you can see. It's just starting to clear up, so I'm gonna keep going up as long as I can make it through this stuff. His tracks just everywhere. There's just tracks all over the place, so I'm just kind of going in the direction that they're going. It's definitely a day old. It's not this morning, but it doesn't mean that deer aren't right here somewhere. There's tracks all over these ledges in here. I'm just gonna take my time and poke around. going into him. I don't think I touched him the first time. I think I just scared the shit out of him. He didn't know where it came from. He came running right back to me. I got underneath this ledge right here. Loaded back up. Threw the GoPro back on. And he was still standing right there. I put it on and pulled the trigger. I put it center mass. Let me put this stuff in the backpack. Alright, now let me get a primer in. I freaking had scope or snow on my scope. Hadn't cleaned my scope. Let's go and take it easy. We'll get right down in there and check him out. He was alive. I dropped him and he got back up, so hang on. He was standing right there. You guys can see that. I was right here. I freaking stood up over the ledge. He was standing right there with the doe. I watched her. She went over. She came running back over when he came back over. I had to load up, stand up over. Let's go see what's going on here. Turn my scope back down. Last thing I wanted to do is pop up and be on full power. Let's go take a look. Right there. He didn't go too far. Nice buck. I'm probably 3.5 miles in. That's the same buck track I cut down there. I see where it came down off the hill. Turned, went right back up with those doe, and I couldn't make sense of it because there was tracks everywhere. But the second I stepped up the hill, I could see that there's fresh tracks. I turned around and looked, and I could see that doe. Nice buck. Nice buck. That's a beauty. I'll take it. Really day number 1 in Mass. Wow. I knew he wasn't no giant. But his hoof's pretty rounded out, running these rocks. I'm gonna have a chore getting him out. Good buck. Thank you, Lord. That was a good hunt. Oh my goodness. That was a drag. I thought it was going to be all downhill. It was gradual uphill until like 400 yards ago. Whoop my rear end. Holy smokes.
Bet you wish we would have got some water now.
Oh yeah. I drank from the brook.
I did too, but I could see it all the way up through. I want a little more.
Oh man. Brent came up, met me, and brought the sled. Good thing the snow's getting pretty packy, warm. Big snowstorm coming tonight.